Hello, welcome to my channel Mahadev Academy of Science. Within this biochemistry class, I am going to teach you what is enthalpy. So here in this class you will learn what is enthalpy. Now you must have learned what is enthalpy in your physics class, but here I am going to teach you what is enthalpy with respect to biological system. Now here you must be knowing what is bioenergetics. What is bioenergetics? Keep in mind, bioenergetics is actually the quantitative study of energy transduction, which is occurring within the cell. Here we are going to measure quantitative measure. Okay, so here we are going to measure the energy transduction which is occurring within the cell, because within the cell what you are going to see, lot of biochemical reactions are taking place. Each biochemical reaction is going to follow energy transduction, and the quantitative study of energy transduction occurring within the cell, it is known as bioenergetics. In bioenergetics we learn how the flow of energy is going to decide whether the reaction it is going to move in forward direction or in the reverse direction. Now let us learn what is enthalpy. Now here I just want to tell you, you must have learned in your physics class enthalpy. Here it is being represented by H. It is equal to sum of E. E here is going to represent the total energy plus PV. This you must have learned in your physics class. H is equal to E plus PV. So here H is going to represent the enthalpy, and keep in mind enthalpy, it also represents the heat content within the system. So here E, it is going to represent the total energy, and PV, it represents the pressure volume work. So here it is easy, you must remember H is equal to E plus PV. Now let us expand this. Delta H, okay, change in enthalpy is equal to delta E plus P delta V plus V delta P. You can easily expand this. Delta H is equal to delta E plus P delta V plus V delta P. Now we are going to see this equation how it is going to be in the case of cell. Now here keep in mind within the cell we are going to have constant pressure. We are not going to see any change in pressure. So delta P is going to be 0 in the case of cell. Same way within the cell you are not going to see change in volume. So delta V is also 0. So if you put the value of delta P and delta V in this equation, the equation will be delta H is equal to delta E plus P delta V plus V delta P, and if you put the value of delta P and delta V, it will come out delta H is equal to delta E. So here you can say clearly change in enthalpy is equal to change in energy of the cell. Now let us discuss the first law of thermodynamics. As per first law of thermodynamics, what you are going to see, energy can neither be created nor it can be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. See the statement of first law of thermodynamics. Energy can neither be created nor it can be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another form. Keep in mind, total energy of the universe, it is constant. Now here if you see, if you are going to have a system and if you are going to supply energy, the system will work. Okay, so system is going to make work. Okay, so this is the first law of thermodynamics, that energy it can be transformed from one form to another form. So here if you calculate the change in energy delta E, it will be equal to E final, so total energy within the system when it is at the final condition, minus E initial, the energy content within the system when the system is at the earlier position. Okay, so delta E is equal to E final minus E initial. Now let us discuss again the enthalpy. So here you can see the equation delta E is equal to QP plus W. Okay, so you must have learned this also in your physics class. Okay, when you are going to have a system, and let's suppose you are going to supply the heat. Okay, the system will absorb the heat and it will also carry out some work. Okay, so it will carry out work. So here delta E is equal to QP. QP here stand for the heat absorbed by the system plus W. W is the work done by the system on the surrounding. Okay, so here delta E is equal to QP plus W. Now what we have learned in the case of cell, delta H is equal to delta E. So you can write delta H is equal to QP plus W. Now we discuss this equation with respect to biochemical reactions which are occurring within the cell. So keep in mind, in all the biochemical reaction, the work done is 0. So here you are not going to see any displacement. So in chemical reaction, in biochemical reaction, the work is 0. So here your equation will be delta H is equal to QP. QP is the heat absorbed. Okay, heat absorbed at the constant pressure. Hopefully it is clear to you what is enthalpy, what is change in enthalpy. Okay, now keep in mind enthalpy is a state function. Enthalpy is a state function, and state function, they actually depends on the initial state and the final state. It do not depends on the path. So here keep in mind enthalpy is the state function. It depends on the initial state and the final state. Now another important point, keep in mind any process, any biochemical reaction, in any process, in any biochemical reaction, what you are going to see, you are going to see either the heat, it is going to be absorbed, or the heat, it is going to be released. Now if the reaction is such that the heat is being released, so such type of reactions, they are known as exothermic reaction. So keep in mind, in those process in which the heat is being released, those reaction will be known as exothermic reaction, while the reaction in which heat is being absorbed, they are known as endothermic reaction. Hopefully you have clearly understand what is enthalpy. Thank you for watching this. Please do like, share the video. If you are going to like this video, you will get mine other videos also. Okay, so this way the YouTube recommendation system is going to work. If you are going to like this video, you will get another video, and please do share it. Please do share it. This will be helpful for me. Please share it on your social media platform. This way it will help us to grow our channel. Mine growth will be your growth, definitely. Finally, please do subscribe to my channel, Mahadev Academy of Science. Mahadev Academy of Science, where I am going to teach you that Almighty is truth and truth is the science. Keep in mind, Almighty is the truth and truth is the science. If you are going to follow truth, if you are going to follow Almighty, if you are going to follow science, definitely you will become powerful, and you are powerful. Thank you.